All right, now I got to pull the new engine, which sounds weird. I got to pull the new engine out of my car and then get that one ready to put in. I'm actually not going to put it in right now because I still got to work on the car in general, but I'm going to go ahead and pull this engine out. So if you don't have one of these already, this makes, keep getting calls. This makes pulling the engine out really, really easy. You got to get a 2.5 ball. This is a 2.5 ball driver by MIP. You can get to these motor screws. You don't have to go from the bottom. Once you have it mounted in where you don't want it to move, you just take the motor out from the motor mount. So with this 2.5 ball, you can go in at an angle. You don't have to take the head off or anything. Which if you don't have this 2.5 ball, you pretty much have to take the head off of your engine in order to get to these screws. So I actually have a 2.5 ball driver on my, like a driver bit for my electric screwdriver, just in case I need to change the engine super fast. So almost done unscrewing there. Alright, done unscrewing there. Alright, so you want to take, I'm actually going to, this is a brand new return pressure line. Take the fuel hose off of the engine. When you take the fuel hose off the engine, there's another little trick. If you don't want to, there's two ways that you can do this. You can take the pressure line out of the top of the fuel tank and then just plug your fuel line in there so you know it doesn't leak out. Or you can get just a 3mm screw and plug it that way. That's probably the easiest way. That way you don't have fuel going everywhere. Loosen the screw for the pipe and then take my linkage off. Linkage is off. Now I actually have, before I pull it out, I like to put the covers. If you don't have a cover, like one of these little dust caps on your intake, on your carburetor, you might want to put one of those on. I also put one back here as soon as I take it off. So I'm going to find the one for the actual fuel. Here it is. So it's just this little vacuum cap. Put it over the fuel line nibble thing, and this should just raise on out. Didn't unscrew that far enough. Unscrew a little bit more, and boom, the engine's out. Take your screws out so you don't lose them, because I've done that before. Screws out so I don't lose them. And that's that. Engine's out. I'm actually not going to run this pipe, so I'm not even going to take this pipe off. I'm going to put another pipe. This is the Bullet 222. And unofficially, it's very similar to just the regular XCB, what they used to call V-Spec. So it's got a lot of low end. So typically I was running a 2060 pipe with this. That's what I ran on the old Bluehead. I actually have an old Bluehead over there. Bluehead OS. So 2060 is what I ran on that. It kind of smoothed out the bottom end because it was kind of torquey. And then I run a 2090 on the 220, which is very similar, or unofficially the same as a OS 2101. So, alright, so I got that engine pulled out. Next, I have to take these universals off the front. So, here we go. Alright, so I got the CVDs put in. So if you were watching that time lapse, you probably asked yourself, what was I doing whenever I was using the X-Acto knife? It's really important that you get the old Loctite off of the screws, especially the ones that go in the front knuckle because it's metal on metal. So what I was doing is I was cleaning off all the Loctite, and I was using an X-Acto knife to cut all the Loctite off. And then I was coming down here, I have a can of brake parts cleaner. I was cleaning off the screws before I put it on. Also, what was the other thing I wanted to mention? Oh, so the other thing is, you're probably asking yourself, why did I switch to CVDs? So the car came with universals in the front and CVDs in the rear. So typically universals, they will spin more free when they're at angles. So whenever your suspension is fully depressed, there's two different angles, and the angle's fairly significant. So with universals, they spin freer as opposed to CVDs where they kind of bind up. I'm not saying that CVDs are better than universals. I saw it as an option part, and I put it on. I tried it on my e-buggy, and I really liked it. And I think what it did for me is it made it more consistent from front and rear. So now I'm running CVDs front and rear. It's a little bit more consistent. So I really liked it on my e-buggy, and I also really like the shock setup on my e-buggy. So I'm about to put it on here also, but I'm not going to do it in this video because this video is already pretty long. I'm probably going to start up another video. So in the next video, I'll show you guys how to put on the VRP, what did I say, XV3 pistons. These are the pistons that have like a valve that opens and closes, so it basically increases your rebound without taking away your dampening. So I'll show you guys how to put those pistons on, and I will show you how to bleed the bleeder shock caps, the new Agama bleeder shock caps. So thanks for watching, guys. Again, if you like these videos, I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. Also, if you have any videos that you want me to do, any tutorials you want me to do, definitely hit me up on Facebook. You can hit me up on the Tone on Facebook, or you can just message and comment in any of my videos and I'll get it there. But I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.